Right, buddy, welcome back to your latest Manchester United news. We'll be talking about SKELLY to Manchester United. We've got some updates on MURILLO. We'll also be talking about the midfield situation. Just a brief update on Tonali. I don't want to talk about it too much. We'll talk about Carrick as well, which we mentioned yesterday. But yeah, the first thing we'll talk about is MURILLO. Now, I've mentioned it many times on this channel. If United are to bring in a centre-back this season, my first choice would be MURILLO from Forest. 23 years of age. But a few years of Premier League experience. Forest, again, if they get relegated, I'm sure he'd be someone that will leave. And I think he's someone who's just got a very good profile. Now, the reports are suggesting that Manchester United have joined the race and have already held early talks who want around 60 to 70 million. Nottingham Forest want for MURILLO. Now, again, that's just today's market that we're operating. He probably isn't a 60, 70 million pound player. But again, in today's market conditions, listen, I do really like MURILLO. I think he's a centre-back who's got a lot of quality, a lot of potential about him. And again, he already looks established at such a young age. He's someone who you would hope to have at the club if you do sign him for the next 5-10 years. I think you look at sort of our injury concern at the moment. We don't know what's happening with De Ligt. Martinez, he's in and out of the team. And Maguire, if he does sign that new deal, again, he will stay. But again, there's positives and negatives. The positive is he's got elite potential. He's someone who, again, has established himself in the Premier League. He's improved. You bring him into the team, he starts. The negative would be, does it halt the development of Aiden Heaven or Lenny Yoro? Now, what I would say to that is United are going to have many games and they need top class depth for that centre-back position. You look at sort of the top teams. You look at Arsenal, for example. Saliba, Gabriel, if they're not fit, you got Hincapié, Mosquera, Ben White, Timber can play there, Calafiori can play there. They've got a lot of versatile centre-backs. You look at Man City, Ruben Diaz, Gavadio, then they've got Ake, Kusanov being very, very good for them. You look at Liverpool, not so as much, but a lot of top teams do have that. And I think we do need that sort of depth. Now, if you do get rid of Juan Martinez or De Ligt, MURILLO for me would be high up there. I think, again, Gray, he would have been, Gray, he's another one for City, how have I missed him out? But Gray, he would have been the one that I went for because he was cheap, he was prime experience, he was 25. But MURILLO surely shouldn't be one that United miss out on. I think he's someone who, again, early talks of there, he's someone definitely to look at, talks ongoing. The deal's nowhere near close, but he's definitely someone who, again, if injuries persist, United have been reported to bring him in. Now, SKELLY, again, talks are going on again. This has come from TalkSport, Alex Crook, who does have some good sources. Manchester United are considering SKELLY as a left-back option this summer. They're concerned over Luke Shaw's fitness and ability to handle UCL games due to his injury history. United are targeting proven players from Arsenal, and SKELLY could be one of profile despite his limited minutes. So yeah, listen, I talked about SKELLY. He would be a good left-back solution. There are concerns about him. There are also positives about him. I think he's someone who has got a lot of potential at such a young age. He's played a lot of games in the Champions League and in the Premier League for Arsenal next season. Is this a negotiation tactic to get him to sign a new deal? Probably not, but he's someone who, again, does have that quality, and I think if United were to bring him in, he would be a massive upgrade and a massive talent, and I think that's definitely something to look at. If you are looking at left-backs, Lewis Hall is not going to be attainable. SKELLY could potentially be one. Yes, he does have a few years left on his contract. Again, Arsenal are probably going to want an extortionate price, but if we're looking at ability, prem experience, he definitely is someone that's up there. And for me, talks are ongoing. United do definitely see him and view as an option to bring in. So again, we will have to wait and see. I do like SKELLY. I think what he's shown at Arsenal last season was brilliant. I don't know what the reasoning why he's not starting this season. Is it because he's inexperienced? Is it because Arteta just don't fancy him, or is it another reason? But yeah, if United were to adapt on this deal, if United were to go further with this deal, I wouldn't hate having SKELLY at the football club. I think he's someone who is better than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw would be a good backup. You bring in a SKELLY, can fill in games here and there, or any other young left back. Bit of rotation, bit of experience, and a bit of help. And I think that's something that's key. Listen, Dorgu, we want to play further forward now. So yeah, that's that on SKELLY. Casemiro, again, I think I mentioned it yesterday. He will not be signing a new deal. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro confirms he's leaving, no changes. He's ready for the new chapter as a free agent, and he said his final games at United will be emotional. Listen, I'm going to miss Casemiro. He's a legend at the football club, but we will have to wait and see what does happen with that. And Carrick is leading the contender to become the top Manchester United manager, which we talked about yesterday. So let's see what does happen. That has been your latest Manchester United update. Let me know your thoughts.